The Walking Dead may have come to an end, but the content on this channel will never die. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, and we are here today to rank Season 1. All of the characters from last to first, from worst to best. Now, if you want to see our reviews, we've got Season 1 all the way through to Season 3 currently on the channel. Season 4 will be coming soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But right now, we're on to the Season 1 characters. Quick thoughts, Gaming Jesus on Season 1. What did you think of it?
Well, the season itself, nostalgia-wise, it was good, but that's all that was good about it. I think it's the most bog-standard season you could get for a Season 1, and I'm very interested to rank all 23 characters.
Looking back, I think I criminally underrated the premiere. I think I gave it like an 8 out of 10. I think it deserved a 10, or at least a 9. Strong 9.
Nah.
No, I think it was a good first episode, like the premiere. I'd say so. What?
Didn't for me, guys. I didn't like the premiere. No, I did like the premiere, but I think it's very overrated. I'd actually think it's overrated, man.
Well, if you think the premiere
overrates Morgan so fucking much.
Well, if you think
the Andrew Lincoln
well,
show.
if you think the premiere's overrated, what do you think of the characters?
Well, I'll tell you what I think of the premiere. See the image when Rick leaves the hospital and it's all the fucking body bags. I think that's like a 10 out of 10 scene, right? But see, it's like 60 minutes and it just felt so dragged out. But anyway, let's not drag this out. Let's get into number 23. And it's Laurie.
Yeah, last but not
Laurie
least,
Welsh.
it's Laurie. It's Rick's wife. It's Laurie Grimes. We've got her last. You want to give the reason why she's last on this list?
She's a manipulative bitch. She basically, I mean, you cannot stand her throughout this. She's awful. Like, she's all for Shane, and then as soon as Rick turns up, fuck you, Shane. You're a cunt.
Yeah, I mean, what did Shane? I mean, Shane actually tried to save Rick. It's not like he left him behind to die. I don't know. I mean, she's married to Rick. I kind of get that you move on. You know what I mean? If your husband's dead, you need to move on. But I mean, how long's he been gone? 60 days? I mean,
it's not like there was like a gradual, like, you know, move away from Shane. It was a click of fingers, that's it. See, as soon as Rick got out that transit van, my name's Laurie Grimes, brother. It's not Laurie Welsh, it's Laurie Grimes. And then that scene we get at the wee pond bit down at the rocks, where she just berates Shane. Oh, you stay away from Carl. Hold on here. He's just kept him fucking safe for the first 60 days.
Exactly, and she treats him as if he's like a pedo or something. Stay away from Carl. I mean, why? What was Shane done to Carl?
And then again when he beat up Ed. Oh, Shane, you're a cunt. What?
You know,
he did more than any of you pricks are willing to do.
Then he beats up a wife beater and he's made it to be a bad guy. I just don't get it. Laurie, for me, I think we can both agree. I think a lot of people can agree. I think she's one of the most hated characters in the Walking Dead universe, and for us, she is number 23.
And then even towards Rick as well, it's like mixed signals between both of them. Like when Rick wants to go back to Atlanta,
he's trying to do the right thing. God forbid he doesn't want to fucking leave a guy handcuffed to a fucking roof where he's just going to cook.
And also,
we need liquid.
Go back for supplies and the guns as well.
But he's a bastard for doing that.
You're going to leave your son again.
Yeah, you've got Shane who wants to stay with Carl, but he's a dick and he can't win.
Hypocritical, unlikable bastard.
Surely Rick and Shane could have done better than this cunt. I mean, I think so anyway.
Well, and there's probably a few options on this list.
Anyway,
we could even went gay for fuck's sake.
That's for the later seasons.
My name's Rick Grimes Welsh.
That's when The Walking Dead goes woke. Moving on to number 22, we have Carol Pelletier, or whatever a second. We're just going to call her Carol.
Carol, get in the fucking Binarino.
Carol, aka the dishwasher. I mean, that's pretty much all she does in season 1. I mean, she washes clothes. She gets beat up by her husband. Even when her husband's trying to fight other women in the camp, she's almost defending her husband here. I mean, you can kind of understand this if she's like trapped in a house and she knows when the door closes she's going to get it. But at the end of the day, I mean, at this stage, they're all fucking sleeping with each other. They're all in the one big camp. She's got policemen. So I mean, she's got big fucking Shane beside her. At this stage, if she wants away from her husband, she can easily get away.
This is probably the worst Carol is, even though it's the most realistic and like probably the most bearable she is. It's like the most point of the show where she enables it with Sophia, because obviously Ed doesn't last long.
Yeah, we'll talk about Ed in a bit, but yeah, for Carol, I mean, literally, what does she do? Like, there's almost signs that I don't know if they're hinting towards maybe like Ed like abusing his daughter, but She could have easily got as far away from him as possible. I mean, all she has to do is say, look, I don't want to be with him anymore. Shane, keep me safe.
The only thing she does in this season is she gets a grenade for Rick's bag and says, oh, you left this, by the way, when they're about to die.
Yeah, so you can, I get, technically you can credit her for kind of saving the group by finding that grenade, but doesn't do enough to get her off 22nd on our list.
And also, back to that, how the hell would a grenade break a military, reinforced window?
Yeah, those things are designed to,
like nuclear holocaust.
Yeah, those things are just...
But yeah, a hand grenade. A hand grenade that if someone jumps over, the entire room's saved. But yeah,
wee glass window, can he handle it? Like, I mean, what? She's 22. Moving on to number 21, we have Ed.
You know you're bad when this guy's above you.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard. What did this guy do? I mean, beat his wife. Potentially molested his daughter. Pretty much.
Got battered by Shane.
Pretty much offered fuck all to the group. You never seen him do anything helpful. Had supplies and didn't share them. Just a bit of a cunt all round. I mean, yeah, but he's still higher than Carol and Laurie. So I mean, but what was the guy's point? Like, how come no one said to him beforehand? Look, you big fucking fat waster. What do you offer this group?
I just don't understand it. None of it makes sense because he looks like he's 20 years younger than Carol.
But you got like yeah, I mean but you've got Shane who's like the leader. I mean, you've got. I'm sure the DIXONs are probably going out hunting. You had Darrow. You had Darrow in a hunt when we first meet Rick. You'd Merle out trying to scavenge supplies. Like, I wonder what this Ed guy done apart from like sit around camp and fucking beat up his wife. Like,
I know, like they kind of just made him.
It's not like
there's nothing dynamic about him. It's
there's no redeeming factors. It's like it's not like you can say he beats his wife, but you know what? He's a pivotal member of the group. He helps fight off zombies.
Or he's a chef or something.
He meets fucking one zombie and he fucking gets he gets killed. I mean, the guy wasn't that good. For me, he's number 21 on this list. Moving on to number 20, we've got Carl. Yeah, we've got Carl, Rick's son. This one's definitely Rick's. You can argue Judith's is Shane's, but I think we'll give Carl to Rick.
Aye, so the Grime's coming up with 2 positions in the bottom 4, and also the Peletier's coming up with 2 positions.
It's not too good for the Grimes and the Pelletier. I mean, fucking Shane had to share a car with these people. Jesus Christ.
No, it's bad. Ed's this wife beater, like redneck guy with a tank top, and his second name's Pelletier. The biggest fruit name you'll ever fucking get. What? Anyway, Carl was awful, man.
Are you sure Ed's a redneck? Is it not the Dixon brothers the rednecks?
He's a bit rednecky. We just see him when he refuses them food. He's wearing like the fucking army attire. The army attire, man. Where did that fucking short?
Pay respect to Ed. He's a veteran.
Is he?
Probably never served. He's probably one of those guys. I was in Vietnam in 1870. Right, dead on, mate.
1870?
I'm making it up. Like a fake name.
Oh, aye, that's it. Anyway, Carl sucked. Probably his worst season. Maybe season 2 is worse. I don't know.
You know what? Yeah, I think he's as a character. I think he offers a lot more in season 2. But in season 2, I fucking hate him. He's detestable. Whereas in season 1, he's just kind of there. I don't really hate the guy. He doesn't offer nothing. He has that wee sad face when he cries when you see the rest of the group returning and he thinks his dad's dead and all of a sudden Rick appears. But I can't say I hate him based on season 1. He doesn't do anything. He's just fucking there.
Yeah, he's just a passerby.
So speaking of just being there, we move on to number 19 now. We've got Sofia, basically just like Carl, doesn't offer anything really.
Awful.
But I mean, Carl cried and she didn't, so that's probably a difference between a place on this list.
And you got molested, so we'll
sympathy vote. You know what I mean? We'll
put you up one.
Bump you up one. Moving on to number 18, we've got Jackie. I fucking hated Jackie. Not sure of her, I don't know if she's got any like surnames or middle names, but
shite.
For me, just the whole scene when she found out when Jim was bit, it's like the way she jobbed him out. And
hold on, how's she above Sophia then? Because that was horrendous.
Well, let's discuss it. Like, I totally get, right, that if someone's bit, then the rest of the group need to know. But it's the way she done it. Like,
he put his faith in you, and you went like that. There's ways of feeling stuff.
She could have said to him, look, Jim, you're going to have to tell the group here, or else I'll need to do it. We're going to have to do something. But instead, she just, she like started, Jim's been bit, and then they all cornered Jim. And you know what? Jim was a bit of a fucking jobber, but screw it.
He's
Then
still higher than you, Jackie.
Then plus, she does the ultimate bitch move at the end of the season. She decides to just give up in life and stay behind in the CDC centre.
The CDC.
CDC centre. When it's getting blown up, she decides to stay behind and basically just end her life. Which
No, it's fucking mad. They could have decided to kill Carol, and Jackie could have been Carol in this show, and you wouldn't think anything of her.
True. I mean,
I guess if they planned Michonne, they couldn't have had another strong black woman, so...
And I guess the Sophia storyline in season 2, so maybe you need... But I mean, with Jackie, if you're doing a top 100 Walking Dead character list, I don't see how she gets on it.
Yeah, but see these people that say, like, Sophia had to die for Carol to be, like, put strong. Sophia's death had no impact on Carol. I don't give a fuck, it didn't.
Carol didn't need to die for Rick to get strong?
Yeah, I know, but my point is, with Sophia dying, Carol didn't go out. It's not like her getting lost is what made her turn into a badass. She doesn't do anything remotely, like, with a gun to, like,
Alright, well, like, you know what, we'll give them their
she
time.
fucking sucks.
We're on to Jackie here, right? Final thoughts on Jackie before we move on.
You know what? One of the most...
She jobbed out Jim, right, and she fucking killed herself. For me, that's...
Barely scraped onto then and now. That sums her up.
Yeah, I was actually tempted to leave her out. Speaking of Jim, he's in number 17.
Weird
You know what? On my first watch through, I think I would have had Jim a lot higher. The more I watched The Walking Dead, I realised, you know what?
No, remember that scene where, like, they were trying to trade something with, like, Dale's RV, the wrench or something, to go back,
And then he tries to sweeten the bark. He's like, yeah, make sure you get me this. And it's a fuck, hold on, you stupid pricks. It's a zombie apocalypse. Yous are in the same group. Yous are working together to fucking survive. And you're trying to, like, bargain tools that they need to save somebody and get guns. You fucking Mongo. Like, seriously, that would be like me and you sitting here, right? And there's something that's in the other room that belongs to you that would benefit me, but there's a key to get to the next room and I have it, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to give you it, even though you can retrieve something from the next room that helps me out. I mean, what? Seriously? Fucking idiot. Plus, Shane fucking beats up Ed, and Jim basically says that that's not his decision. Jim basically says, look, that's his life, and Ed can do what he wants, and that we shouldn't judge, and that Shane's got no right to put his hands on Ed.
He can rape his daughter if he wants. What do you mean?
All because Shane tried to get a shovel of him because he was, like, burying holes, which I think's fair enough. Like,
should Jim not have been like, hold on here. He watched his entire family get it, didn't he?
Yeah, plus he watched I didn't even get to that part, but with this, you can't really judge him on that, because I think that happened before the show.
Yeah, but surely he should be like, well, this bastard's beating his family.
I wish I had my family to protect, but no, you jobbed them out, you left them behind, or you watched them get eat, so... yeah, not a great guy, not a great character, not as good as I thought he was first time around. For me, it would be hard to put him higher than 17th.
Absolutely. So who's 16th?
Andrea. We've got Andrea in at 16th.
Hold on, here's Amy not pretty high on this list?
Yeah, well, here, it says what it is.
Andrea was awful in this season again, nagging bitch with Dale, and just the same with her out talking about their dad on the boat. Fucking hell, man, I aged about 10 years.
Yeah, I didn't like Andrea. First sees Rick, points a gun in his face. It's not.
And then with Amy's deed on the floor, again points the gun.
I know how the safety works. Well, fucking use it then and shoot Amy. Just not very likeable. I mean, stood up to Ed a little bit, but...
Bottled it when it mattered.
Yeah, bottled it when it mattered.
He had to rely on the man, Shane.
Big Shane O'Mac, or Shane O'Walsh. That guy, big John Bernthal. What a legend. But yeah, Andrea, you know what? I actually don't mind the character, but I'd say season 1 was her worst season.
Yeah.
By far.
Absolutely.
She's a lot better in season 2 and season 3. I know a lot of people hated her, and I think she actually got better the longer the show went on. Actually, you know what? Maybe I would have preferred her in season 2. Don't know. But anyway, I didn't really like her in season 1. That's why she's as low as 16. Moving on to 15, we have Felipe.
What a man. Wee Felipe, the wee Mexican running one of the Mexicans running the wee coffin dodgers home.
Now, I believe Felipe is the guy that gets shot in the ass.
He is.
Right, okay. The other young one's Miguel, the one that Daryl captures.
Yeah, and the other leader guy is...
Guillermo.
Guillermo de Toro.
Aye, that's it. That's good enough for us. So yeah, Felipe, I don't know how he's this high, to be honest, but he got 15, so... Does that say how good he is, or does it just tell you how bad the rest of the season was? I think it tells you how bad I mean, it's a pretty good moment, like him getting shot in the ass with the arrow. Yeah, I mean, it was memorable, but we'll see. I can't really
talk too much
I can't really say much more about Felipe. You anything to add about Felipe?
Nah, man, he's better than Felipe for the Mayans. That's another plus.
Moving on, number 14, we've got Amy. Amy Harrison, sister of Andrea. For me, Amy kind of just existed. I wouldn't say I like Amy, but at the same time, she didn't really do anything that pissed me off, so...
She's just one of those characters that was always going to die in season 1.
Yeah, her purpose was just to die, essentially, so she did that. But I don't think she was annoying, and that's kind of what's got her this high up the list.
Yeah.
It's kind of mad that you can almost make the top half by just not being
there,
bad.
not doing anything.
Yeah, it's just be a background character and you can almost make the top 10. It's kind of strange. Moving on to number 13, we have Miguel. Some good interactions when Miguel gets captured by Darrow, and they're trying to make a trade about giving Miguel back to Guillermo's crew, and they want the guns, and how many guns is Miguel worth, and all that stuff. I mean, but honestly, I just did not like that whole story arc. It's not that I didn't think the trio of Guillermo, Miguel, or Felipe were overly bad. For me, just.
It's more of a weird gimmick. I remember, I think
it felt
season 2. There's a deleted scene.
It felt like filler. And that's overrun or something.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
It felt filler to me. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't.
See, when you're doing filler in season 1, what are you doing?
Yeah. Did that really need to be there?
How can there be filler in season 1 of a show that's only got 6 episodes?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see. I don't see it. I don't see why that.
Like the only human interaction they have in Atlanta.
Surely
they dragged the arse out of it.
Surely there could have been some form of better human interaction.
Like they turn up at their building, and then it's like, oh, we'll come back.
Plus, I think it's a bit weird that the first form of human interaction was hostile. Even though in the end it turns out it's not really hostile, and they're good people. You wouldn't think the first interaction would be a hostile interaction, would you? You'd think. You'd save that for later on in the season.
I know what you mean, but these guys kind of are like gang members, aren't they? Like fatos.
Well, the good guys, they're taking care of the elderly. But tell you what, that's not. I wouldn't want a bunch of elderly with me in the zombie apocalypse.
I guess they don't know that yet. They haven't had the wee talk with Dr. Jenner.
And speaking of Dr. Jenner, good timing, good segue.
I knew it was him.
Coming at number 12, Edwin Jenner. Why is he so much higher than Jackie when he decided to kill himself as well? I'll tell you why. He gave Rick some good information. He was actually trying to figure out a cure. He was trying to figure out what happened to the world, what countries were at what stage. He was actually trying to figure things out. He wasn't just like Jackie who washed clothes and complained about the women getting, the majority of that sort of work. I mean, what would you rather? Wash a couple of fucking clothes at the campsite or risk your life, fighting zombies?
Imagine the show if it was all the women that went to Atlanta and the men were sitting washing the clothes back. What the fuck?
Shane and Ed sitting there fucking scrubbing t-shirts.
Dale and Darryl with the fucking aprons on, cutting up dinner.
Oh, God's sake.
I think it would have been an interesting dynamic.
Merle fetching fucking clean water.
If Jenner was actually a part of the group for early season 2.
Plus, I actually think there was quite a lot of good scenes in Jenner's episode. Just good dialogue, funny dialogue when they're sitting around the table having their last supper, so to speak. I felt like Jenner was a good character, but again, he was only in one episode, so I don't see how we can go higher than 12.
Exactly, so that brings us to 11th.
Just missing out on the top 10. We go back to Guillermo, and I feel like it's fair that this guy doesn't make the top 10. Like I said, I didn't really enjoy their story arc, so to put any of them in the top 10 would have probably been
So what you're saying
unfair.
Is more than half the characters in season 1 are shite?
Oh, well, when you put it like that. No, I don't think they're shit characters, I just didn't really enjoy that story. I think it could have been better.
Absolutely.
I just didn't, you thought we were, bad guys, but actually, look, we're looking after these old people.
These guys could still be alive.
Well, maybe they just, bailed it. Could be.
Splitting the coffins. Dodgers.
Well, maybe if they bring The Walking Dead back for season 12, instead of people wanting Morales to come back, they'll want Guillermo to come back.
Anyway, it's your top 10.
Moving into the top 10 here. What?
Top 10 Klaxon, let's go.
Moving in number 10, we've got Dwayne.
Fuck, how's he this high?
Well, I like Dwayne.
He's a good shot with a frying pan.
Oh, come on. Dwayne's fucking the best kid in this season by a country mile. Remember him sitting in the shower fucking with Rick and Morgan?
That was weird, wasn't it?
I know, but they were singing a wee song, it was alright. Come on, he wasn't annoying as Carl.
No, but no, it's funny. It's like Rick's just out of a coma. Like the whole gimmick of him, being so desperate for the shower compared to those two is a little bit different.
Yeah, Rick was
4 hours or something. He's fucking loving life.
Well, those guys have went like 10 years for hot water, fuck me. But yeah, no, I like Dwayne. I think Dwayne was alright. Like, you know, nothing good to say about him here before we move on.
He's probably as likeable as a kid could get in The Walking Dead.
Look, I don't like kid characters. I cannot name... I struggle to name you a series where I think a kid character's good. I actually think Abel's alright in Sons of Anarchy, actually.
And he's like 4.
But the wee kid that's in Home Alone's good.
Is it not mad though how
But overall,
they actually got like a 4-year-old to do better than what Carl could do when he was like 10, 11?
Aye. Chandler just wasn't a good actor, like, but he is a kid at the end of the day. No need to hate on him. So Dwayne's coming at number 10. Moving on to number 9, we have Morales. Again, does he deserve to be this high?
Probably not, but it just sums up The Walking Dead. It's just...
Oh, by the way, before we move on any further, I just want to point out that Amy was in fact the highest woman on the list at number 14. So, don't know if anyone cares about that wee fact there.
That woman Morales' wife.
She didn't have any lines, so she didn't go on the list.
Ah, well,
I think that's fair enough.
That's fair
No
enough.
speak English? No on list. There you
Not
go.
allowed on the fog list.
So there you go. Morales, number 9.
Alfredo.
Just, I mean, again, on the rooftop, kind of shat himself when Merle was taking over. It's like, he sees Ed beating up his wife in the camp. Didn't really do much. Decided to leave the group. Why would you really leave the group here? You know, you're one man and you're going on the road with your 2 young children and your wife. Wouldn't you rather stay? You can talk about how you can talk about protecting your family and you got to do what's best for your family. But for me, I think what's best for your family is to stay with the guys with the fucking guns and the planes, like police officers. For me, if I was Morales, I would not have been going in the opposite direction as the likes of Rick Shane and that. I'd have been...
No need to fear though, because we'll see him in season 8, brother. I think it's season 8, could be season 9.
Yeah, but his family's already dead by that stage, so I just didn't see the point of him leaving. I don't think he offered much. Any thoughts on him before we move on?
He's like the most like C rating you could get. C rater. Not even a B pluser, man. He fucking sucks.
It's not that good, is he?
See, he's 9th.
Aye.
9th.
Moving on,
No, but see if you're 9th in another TV show, you're good.
Aye.
You're good. This guy's dug me.
Not very good. We want more. Remember everyone's going crazy to get this guy back? Fucking
Guy's
why?
trending worldwide.
Who gives a fuck? Guy's shit. Moving on, number 8, we've got T-Dog, man. Yo, man, I take guys from I can't even repeat the fucking Meryl's line there, we'll get banned. But yeah, why guy? T-Dog, thoughts on him?
I would say we've now moved on to characters that are actually important and mean something.
Well, I don't know if T-Dog meant anything, but yeah, he was a funny character. Like,
no, but like,
it was likeable.
We got way for 23. I'm not saying Laurie didn't mean anything, right? But see if you take away Laurie, and like, because the fact Carl's Rick's son, did the rest of them even matter in season 1?
No.
They literally do not.
They could have fucking drowned with the frogs.
That's how you kill the frogs, Carl.
I
tell it to the frogs.
Tell it to T-Dog. What's your thoughts on him?
You know what? He dropped the K. Fucking great. That alone's fucking worth it.
Yeah.
He tries to save Jackie because he'd be the only black guy left.
Have you noticed that? That T-Dog only cared about saving Jackie?
Yeah, no, he didn't care about Andrea.
When Andrea was going to stay, didn't give a shit. No one tried to talk Jenna out of it. But T-Dog's only concern was getting the other black member of the group to go with him. And he even mentions this in season 2 to Dale. Says, hey man, they don't like us. I'm black and you're old. So, I mean...
We're like outcasts, man.
Yeah, but a likeable guy, funny guy. It's not really important, like, but you know what?
I feel like we're getting important, though.
Plus,
he actually went on runs.
He done the right thing, right? A fucking racist guy beat him up, and he still went back to try and save him. That means a lot to me. Might not have meant nothing to Meryl in season 3, like, but it meant something to me.
How is our African-American fellow? Who's 7th? Come on, hit me with it.
We go to another African-American, it's Morgan.
This is really high, isn't it?
Morgan Jones.
You know what? I don't think you could get any higher from Morgan. This episode alone put him over in like Trev's Chan's eyes for fucking decades, so...
I actually thought Morgan was good in season 1. Well, episode 1. Oh, come on.
He's probably on screen for what, no more than 15 minutes.
But it was a good 15 minutes, like...
Well, it was. He was good. The best he is in the entire show, easily, hands down. I don't know what he does in Fear, but it won't be better than this.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the first...
But he gets his son killed and doesn't go with Rick.
He does.
Fucking retard for that. Never understood that one bit.
Yeah, it's like splitting up. Why would you split up in a horror setting? Doesn't make any sense.
At least with Morales, you can say he's going for his family. Okay? What's Morgan doing?
True, but you know, he has the first like human interaction that Rick meets, and I feel like that's a big thing. He's the first human that Rick meets. That does kind of stand out. But yeah, I mean, overall, he was okay, but he wasn't great.
B+ player.
Moving on, number 6, we have Dale, old man Dale, RV Dale. Thoughts on Dale?
Great guy. I mean, literally did he half of the group in season 1 and still made it to the top 6.
Yeah, I think he was definitely better in season 2. Season 1, he was just kind of...
The voice of reason.
Yeah, he's basically just the guy that... Voice of reason, and the guy that kept the walkie-talkie on.
And he had a pair of binoculars.
And that's pretty much it. He was like a lookout.
Aye, he was a lookout, man. Dale was the man. I like Dale.
Words of wisdom, right? See if you need it, Dale. If you need it, someone to tell you.
He saw Shane pointing a gun at Rick too, and he kind of confronted it on him about 10 episodes later. But hey, doesn't matter if it's late.
But I do think they kind of set the. I think they kind of like set the. Set like we.
Stuff in motion.
Yeah, with him and Shane in season 1, like there was like wee digs towards each other. You can kind of tell that they weren't really on the same page.
Yeah, which is weird because like. Before Rick turned up, were they like that, or was it just because Rick turned up and Dale automatically noticed it because he had wisdom? Who knows?
Who knows? Moving on to number 5, we have Merle Dixon. He only appeared in, well, technically he appeared in 2 episodes, but I'd say he appeared in 1.
I thought he's like 5th.
Yeah, I'd say one in a fucking
10th.
What do you call the opening?
The opener sequence?
What do you call that when you do that?
The opener?
Prologue or something?
That's not really prologue though.
That's, you know what I mean?
Start the fucking episode.
I'll give him one and a bit.
Opening credits, sort of.
Yeah, left on the roof, loses his hand.
Beats up like 4 guys at once. Some great lines.
Very impressive, yeah.
Cuts his own hand off, survives, escapes.
I can only imagine this guy would be probably, maybe even top if he was with the group. But unfortunately gets separated with the group, and we only really get to see him with 1 episode. You only get to see him interact with a couple of members of the group. Obviously Rick, and then you've got T-Dog, Glenn, Morales, Jackie, and Andrea. That's it. So I mean, he doesn't get to interact with his brother. Doesn't get to interact with Shane. Doesn't get to interact with Dale.
Doesn't get to interact with Shane full stop or Dale.
Ever. I think Dale and Merle could have had some funny conversations, some funny dialogue. I would have liked to have seen how Shane and Merle got all along together or didn't get along together, but we don't get to see that. It's limited, basically its entire... All you get to see him basically standing on a roof. But it's like, you know, it's a good episode, it's a good scene.
Aye, it's very good. It's a very iconic moment, I think. Seeing Michael Rooker in his wee black vest with a sniper rifle.
Aye.
I think so. Top 4 time though. Who's coming in at 4th? Missing out in the podium.
Missing out the podium, missing out the top 3 is Rick Grimes.
Mad that he's missed out in this.
My name's Rick Grimes. Officer Grimes.
Does that mean something to me, man? Do you know who I am, big man? Rick. He's the main man. He is just boring.
True, but you know what? In season 1, he's likeable and he's an honourable man, and I'll give him that. That means a lot to me. See if you're likeable and a man of honour, I can respect that. Honour goes a long way.
See, apart from his like wee heel face turns, like, see by the time you get to like near the end of season 2, see Merle, like, you'd probably just fucking handcuffs. He fucking threw him off the roof. You know what I mean? But yeah, Rick was good, but he is plain Jane. He's like when you get a slice of toast and you only put a wee bit of butter on it. He's not enough butter. It's just Rick.
Just Rick. So there you go, Rick coming in at number 4. Moving into number 3, we have Daryl Dixon. This is going to be controversial, but for me, this was easily Daryl's best season. Maybe season 2.
Yeah.
but definitely not anything beyond season 2.
No, like, yeah, it's weird. Like, it's just as it goes on, he kisses Rick's ass. But in season 1, it is the most rebellious, of course, it's going to be. But again, I do think there's so much element that he just sold out. He's just like, that was it. He gave up looking for Merle.
Yeah, so he's pissed off that they left Merle on the roof and they try and go back and get him. He's not there. And all of a sudden, they kind of just get the guns and they decide to leave. And it's like, he's like, not like, wait, we need to wait in Merle. Or...
I know I'm going forward to season 3, but those two said they were going to rob the camp. So how could he go from robbing the camp with Merle to, oh, I'll just stay with this group and leave Merle out here?
I don't know, that's what we're trying to discuss here. Maybe.
So, yeah, so I think there's definitely an element of jobbing it. So Daryl does get P3. Daryl was so much better at the beginning of the show. I'm surprised I mean, that just says it all for Daryl. This is probably the highest he'll get throughout all these rankings, the 11 seasons.
Well, you say that, like, fuck me, by the time you get season 10.
Have you not seen how depressing his face is?
I know, but I mean, it's not like the other characters are great.
He's not going to beat Negan.
No, I don't know, maybe. Moving on, number 2, we have Glenn. Definitely the best Glenn was in any season. Back when Glenn was actually a fun character, he wasn't so depressing, he was willing to put his life on the line to save the group. And I'm not saying he stopped doing that, but I think ever since he met Maggie, like
it was once he crossed that fence at the green farm, man, his arse went.
Yeah, he's just not been as good. He's
not been as good. Like, you literally get, like, what, 9 episodes of Glenn at his peak? Maybe 9 out of how many is he in? I'm pretty sure... Spoilers, but he lasts 100 episodes, so what? Over 9/10 of them, he's shit. And when I say shit, like, I literally mean depressing. Like, always looking on the downside outside of life, innit? Just didn't rate him in the later seasons. But here, man, this is pizza delivery boy Glenn. Comic Glenn. Witty Glenn. What a man.
Like, first time you meet him, he's calling Rick a jackass.
But next time you see him, he's up that ass.
Just, you know, he's like, you know, hopefully if I'm the one doing shit without a paddle, someone will help me. He's just coming out with all these wee funny lines, funny quotes. But by the time we get halfway through season 2, he's just depressed, and he's like, oh, I don't want to risk my life anymore. I've got a life with Maggie, and he's contemplating, even by season 2, he's contemplating leaving the group behind and staying with Maggie on the farm. It's
weirdo Glenn, but that leaves us to number 1 of 23, and who is it? Shane. Tell you what, I think it'll be 1 or 2 for Shane, wrapping it up here. But I think Shane is the best character of season 1. I think you can just tell by his acting. He's like a step above the rest of them.
Well, tell me this, where's everyone else went since they left the Walking Dead?
Exactly. I feel like if we got, like we said, we got more of Michael Rooker in season 1, he'd have been up here with Shane. And I think you can just, I mean, the 3 best actors on this show in season 1, I think you could tell, are Dale, Shane, and Merle. And why is that? Because they're the 3 best actors.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So, like, no, I'd like to know...
Just by what they've been in.
Well, in fairness, Michael Rooker has had a pretty good success as well.
Since he left so the Walking Dead. Jeffrey, DeSume, or whatever he's called?
Well, I think he had success before the Walking Dead. Well, I'm on a bit after.
I'm on a bit before and after, man. They're great.
Alright, well, my point is, look, see since the Walking Dead took off, John Bernthal's the guy that's went on to bigger and better things. Michael Rooker's done alright for himself as well, but I mean, what's Andrew Lincoln done? Oh, well, the Walking Dead movies were cancelled. Yeah, well, you know what?
If he was that good, they wouldn't have been cancelled.
See if he was this great guy, would not be like starring in movies with Dwayne Johnson and stuff, and that new movie in the cinema, that Rick for the Walking Dead's in it. You never see that. You don't get that. But yeah, as for Shane,
Andrew Lincoln's hyped up on a pedestal, like that he's so much better than all these other people. I mean, like Charlie Hunnam and Bryan Cranston have been way more than him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's Andrew Lincoln been in?
Fucking hee-haw.
One trick pony, in my opinion. But yeah, before we end this video, let's talk about Shane, not the characters, not Rick, not Andrew Lincoln. Let's talk about Shane. Season 1, I mean, fucking leader of the group until Rick comes up. I'd say, and I would never say that Rick takes over leadership of the group in season 1. It's more like a joint thing, in my opinion.
Definitely.
But like Shane pretty much leads the group to safety, gets Rick's family safe, treats Carl like his own son, gets treated awfully when Rick turns up, and Laurie basically just kind of tries to force him out their life. even though he's protected them and kept them alive for this length of time. Sees Ed beating up his wife, slapping his wife, and he's just not having it, beats the shit out of Ed. Takes down Daryl when Daryl's having a hissy fit over Merle being stuck on the roof. Shane just basically takes no shit.
The only thing it's lacking is action. I feel like we should have got Shane in Atlanta to some degree.
True, but Shane didn't think it was worth going to Atlanta to save a racist.
That's it, that's the
That
bottom
wouldn't
line.
piss on you if you were on fire, I think he said.
The
Or if you
Dixons
needed a-
wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, Rick. Points the gun at Rick, he does that like lick of the lips and he stares at Rick. That was brilliant, I like that. That was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Aye, shit. So Shane for me, number one. I don't think it can be debated. Best
No.
character in the season by far.
Definitely, and that is what brings us to the end of Season 1. 23 characters, that's a lot of characters.
There's a lot of characters, but I tell you what, every season's probably going to have more than that. Well, maybe apart from season 2. Season 2's...
Fuck, I'm not looking forward to later on, man.
Oh, season 9.
You killed 52 saviors, brody.
Season 9, like, you've got about 300 fucking characters to rank. But yeah, we've got, in order, from last to first, it's Laurie, Carl, Sophia, Jackie, Jim, Andrea, Felipe, Amy, Miguel, Edwin, Jenner, Guillermo, Dwayne, Morales, T-Dog, Morgan, Dale, Merle, Rick, Darryl, Glenn, and then number one, it's Shane. That's it, guys. Let us know your list down below. Let us know if you agree with our rankings. Let me know who you think we had too high. Let me know who you think we had too low, and we'll discuss it all in the comment sections. But that's it, guys. Till next time, till we deliver more Walking Dead videos. Peace.